Going up to about 2100 RPM.
755 topic Alpha.
Rotating right about here. Accelerates about 110 for climb out. And you see, even though it's cool today, we're still climbing out at a pretty good rate. I mean, I'm nowhere near. Look at how much power I got left. Yeah. We're still pushing 1,000 feet a minute coming out. It might be a little bumpy, I doubt it. Alright, Corey, you can take the stick if you want, see what it feels like. I'm on with you for a little bit just so you get comfortable with it. We're going to want to head kind of right for Cal Poly. How does it feel? Good? Yep. And you've flown the flight simulator, you kind of know what you're looking for, right?
Oh yeah. This is a lot more,
a little sensitive, isn't it?
yeah, very sensitive.
Especially different when you feel the G loading.
Traffic, 11 o'clock, 2 miles, going terminal, straight out 1000.
What's she talking about?
He's talking to the guy coming in, so we want to head maybe a little bit left here towards the men's colony. Just so we avoid that traffic coming in. He's coming in over the grade.
And San Luis, boat 7088, but you come out of Palm Lopez for straight in 29.
Curb 7088.
Roger, 788, I'll call you at 4 miles.
Doesn't look too bad here, huh?
No, not bad at all.
Do you live on campus?
Nope, I used to. I always see you flying over every day though.
Yeah, there you go. Someone will see us today too, maybe. You see the old airport? See the hangar? Roll right a little bit. See the hangar? Yep. And then that's the old field, that soccer field right there.
That used to be the airport?
Yeah, right. Huh. Right next to the mountains where it's windy. Those slips and skids again that didn't come out last time. So you can see the ball. I'm gonna slow down to get into the white arc. We'll slow it down.
The white arc is the maneuvering speed?
Well, it just gives me a little more room to maneuver. So now I'm in the white arc and you see the ball like so. So if I step on the right, I'll be stepping on the ball. That's our body getting pushed off this way.
Yep.
Because as I step, the relative wind is now coming from the left, giving us wind in the left ear, negative beta, and it's sliding us, the airplane this way, and it's pushing our bodies to the left. So if I were to dip this wing into the relative wind like this, to hold heading, that's called a flip. That's a safe maneuver. Yeah, we're losing altitude. This is how you would lose altitude if you were coming in for a landing and we were high. Very safe maneuver. On the other hand, let's put in left rudder now. Okay, now I got relative wind over there coming from the right, so I have positive beta. I have wind in the right ear, the ball's off to the right. Now I'm going to go into a right turn. You see I got the relative wind off here, and you see how I'm blanking out the left wing? It's not getting the relative wind. So if I slow down enough, I'm nowhere near stall now, but if I was close to stall speed, I actually could blank out that wind and we'd stall and possibly do what's called a spin entry. That's a skid. So if you put your rudder in the direction that your wing is turned for a turn, that's a skid. That's dangerous maneuver, especially on final. But if you put your wing the other way, have cross control, then it's a slip.
And that just has to do with kind of pointing which wing into the wind. You want the high wing to be...
The other thing we did, I want to show you, that we did in class today was the engine out. So if this is a multi-engine airplane, and I lost the, let's say I lost the right engine. right? So the left engine would be doing this. We'd be way off. The ball would be just like as if I had right rudder in. So I had to put full left rudder in, and if that wasn't enough to hold my heading, if I'm still losing heading, then I would dip my wing 5 degrees and see if that would work. And that should hold heading.
Except you dip it the other way, right? Because
no, you'd always dip into the good engine. So if I lost my right engine, I would be dipping into the left engine. If I dipped into the right engine, then we would roll over into the water. So you always roll into the good engine, and you don't have to stop at 5 degrees. You can roll 10 or 15 or whatever it takes to hold the heading. It's just that the FAA says 5 degrees is max to keep your lift at maximum. And you want to make sure that the airplane, if you slow it down too much, you want the airplane to stall rather than lose heading control when you're going slow. But once I pull my power back to go into an approach, I regain some heading control. But if I slow down for my approach, I go below minimum controlled airspeed. It's kind of a one-way maneuver. You see that?
Yeah.
Because once I go below minimum controlled airspeed, if I want to accelerate again at full power, I will lose directional control. As I add power, I'll lose directional control off to the right. Unless, again, I roll the bank, put the bank in. But you don't want to be doing those kind of... You can see how complicated it gets, and if you're excited because you lost an engine or something, you can see how someone would be pretty easy to make a lot of mistakes. Yeah, so if you roll to the left, you'll take a good look. After 9/11, you couldn't fly anywhere near that close.
yeah, I'll bet. I was kind of surprised that we can fly here even.
Yeah, roll back. Yeah, they normally don't care. I mean, I wouldn't fly right over at a low altitude. What is that? The whale watching ship out there. See him?
I think it's a fishing trawler.
Our fishing trawler, yeah. So we'll put our mixture rich and we'll go at about 1,800 RPM, 20,000, 2,000. Now Chandelle would be in a maneuver. I'd take around pretty close to maneuvering speed, and I see, say, an enemy aircraft up there going the other way. So I want to go and I want to get it. This is not an acrobatic maneuver, so it's legal. But third, I'm at maneuvering speed, so I roll into 60 degrees of bank, like so, and I'll just pull up. The idea is to keep 180 degrees of turn and come out just above the stall when I complete the turn. So you see I'm at 90, and I got to keep the ball centered. Keep the ball centered, roll out, and now I should have an altitude advantage on my adversary for that. The opposite of that would be a nimblement, which we cannot do because that is illegal for us to do.
That's just reversing direction and dropping?
Yeah, I'd be rolling upside down, or rolling up in a loop, the first half of a loop, and then rolling 180 degrees.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So now, the other thing we can do here, I'm seeing if we see a whale, we can do what's called lazy 8. That's very similar. So you pick kind of a heading out there. We don't want to just head my course towards Oceano. And then it's just kind of a nice swallowing maneuver. You bring it up like so, come to 45 degrees of pitch, and you let the thing fall through the horizon. Let it nicely fall through the horizon a bit again above the stall. Going down this way about minus 45 degrees of pitch. Now I'm slowly rolling out, and I should end up close to maneuvering speed again, heading this way. And I'll pull it up now and I'll continue. This is a proficiency maneuver, which leads up to acrobatic. It's not considered an acrobatic maneuver. Again,
but it helps you practice coming out on headings and stuff.
Roll, it's practice coordination, turns, gives you a nice view of the area. There's the buoy, and usually the whales are right outside that buoy. That's the other thing we can do is I'll use that buoy as a marker, and we can do turns on a point. So let's suppose that that buoy was a whale. Where is he? There it is, see it? So now my job is to keep my wing on that buoy. And you got to kind of be at the right altitude to do that. So if I start going ahead too far, then that means I need to slow down. If I start going behind it, I need to speed up. And to do that, I'll change altitude. So there's going to be some altitude, no wind, that I'll be able to keep this and keep that right wing pointed right there on that simulated whale without going over. Do you follow me?
Yeah. And do you adjust that with the pitch control or the throttle or both?
I'm using everything. Not the throttle. No throttle. Yeah. But the wind can kind of screw you up because you have to shallow your bank out for the wind when you're doing it and roll it back in. And you got to make sure you don't get too low or too slow. Same way. Those are called pivot turns, the variation of turns on a point that you do. You know, we've descended a bit as we've come down. So, unfortunately, that's not a whale. We're just looking at a pivot there on the ground.
I mean, not banking, but like just straight playing with the pitch.
No,
Rolling hills.
just wallowing. You're doing fine. There's a guy coming in who wants to keep a listen for him to see where he, make sure we don't have any kind of conflict with him.
Terminal 675, Charlie Papa, looks like you're setting up for the left down. Enter left traffic runway, command your report my field from the south.
Roger, report midfield, thank you.
What did he say?
He said report midfield downwind, so we're doing fine.
Is that around 1200?
Yeah, around 1200. You want to level off? We're heading up to the golf course there. On the right tank, I'm going to run through the checklist. I got the fuel boost pumps on. Transponder's still on. Fuel tanks are set. Mixture is rich.
Terminal tower information, clock check for altimeter 3007.
Goes down. There you go. Okay, now you can make a left-hand turn here.
Terminal 5 Charlie Papa 1 Eagle.
Turning base now. Thank you.
South Tower, 5.
Roll out.
Nancy 1-2 Papa Roger. So, reduce the final for speed. Traffic is 1 mile left base.
What's Papa?
Okay, we use some flaps so you can see what it feels like. You feel it? Yep. Is that a slow left turn? Very slow. We got a guy coming in. I just want to make sure I can see him. Keep it coming down. Nose down just a tad. There you go. Real nice. Okay. Airspeed around 90, 85 is good for approach. Now you can turn that final. Go ahead and turn on final. And what you want to do is keep those white lines in the same spot on the windshield.
Uh-huh.
Like a video game.
Nancy 1-2 Papa runway 25, clear to land, wind 32010.
The red and white lights is good.
Yep.
You're doing fine.
Always wanted to do this.
Nancy 1-2 Papa runway 25, clear to land, wind 31010.
Hey, great, Corey. I got the airplane.
All right.
Very nice. Slow it down a
Nancy
little
1-2
bit.
Papa 2 copy.
Flaps coming down.
Have to wait another year or so to do the rest of it.
Yeah.
1-2 Papa, clear to land 25. Do you copy?
Nancy 1-2 Papa, I've got you loud and clear on that transmission, didn't receive any prior.
I understand. Thanks.
Kind of hoping to make this hotel turn off, but I don't know if I'll make it
easy.
or not. Probably Charlie Papa likes to turn up on the hotel.
Terminal 5 Charlie Papa, turn right at hotel taxi parking via Alpha this frequency.
All right, thank you. Good.